Good afternoon. Today is May the 5th, and that means, at least in my neck of the woods, it's Cinco de Mayo. So, Cinco de Mayo to all of those out there that are having a grand old time. Yes, on the internet. We are going to have one here today. This is the Service Hero Show, 365 Days of Awesome. Celebrate success through service. My name is Tamara Hunter, and today we have a nominated service hero that, as I have gotten to know him, yes, he definitely deserves the title. He was nominated by our good friend of the show, Andrea Adams Miller. You know her from the Smiles Movement and Red Carpet Connection. So, Andrea, thank you for nominating our service hero, Ron Monk Jr. As you can see, Captain Ron, you're going to be hearing today just what he's doing that has taken off like this, like that. Yes, in a very short time, because when you are out serving others and having fun doing it, others want to get involved, and then it ends up going and serving those that it's intended to. So I want to say welcome, Ron Monk Jr.
Thank you for having me, Tamara. This is super exciting. I'm glad to be here. I think that giving back and making positive and making things brighter, people just want to be a part of it. We're just here to have a good time and create opportunities and have a little fun with people. So that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it better, and I couldn't agree more. We're going to welcome some of our buddies that are coming. I explained to Captain Ron before we went live all of the buddies that would be showing up, how they are going to be. You guys are going to be loving this. In fact, you're going to be saying, we got to do this too. I know. I agree with you already. Okay, this is Ambassador Helene Wilson, one of our chemo buddies, one of my buddies, actually. We have Carol Brown. Carol Brown is one of in our leadership. She actually is one of our production people, too. Thank you for being here, always watching our back. Appreciate it. We have Brittany Gregory. So glad that you're with us today, Brittany. And we have Ambassador Rachel Johnson. Thank you for arriving today, Ambassador Johnson. And we have Skip Thomas, one of our board of directors. We are grateful always when you show up. He's over digital platforms. So you're going to have fun with this one, Skip, today. So, Ron, let's talk. You live in the Baltimore, Maryland area, right?
Yes.
And you right now, okay, guys, if you start hearing a click, click, click and stuff, you're where right now? You're outside, right?
I'm in my back with the nature, with the birds, and it's a nice day. A little overcast, but the weather is nice here today.
Nice. And so, let's mention it. You're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. And that plays into what we're going to be talking about. This is what's so cool about streaming media, about social media, about using streaming media to be social. You, by trade, are what?
Myself, I'm just I'm a brand ambassador for the Keep Smiling movement. I'm Captain Charmmaker, spearheading the social initiative called SocialYser, and it's spelled SocialYser, but with a Y, because we're socially conscious and we're socially wise about the events that we have and the reasons that we have, and we're parties with a purpose that give back. But it's about having fun, create themes, create interactive activities for people to engage in, and then at the end of it, it's to support a good cause. And we partner with organizations such as the Baltimore Restaurant Relief Group and local organizations that focus on at-risk and underprivileged kids, as well as some essential workers during this time of need right now.
Wow. Okay, we're going to break that down, guys. Okay, and Ambassador Sherry McQueen, glad you're with us today. You started all of this because you're a real estate guy, right?
Yeah, because I do real estate. I've been doing it for 8 years. It was getting difficult. I was a top producing agent here in the Baltimore area, and then I couldn't see my friends anymore. We used to get together and do karaoke all the time. So I put together a karaoke show, old friends with new friends that like karaoke at a restaurant, at a place that didn't do much business here in Baltimore, but they did karaoke and we loved it. So I introduced them. I put $200 on the line. I told them to dress up like their favorite singers, and we created trophies for like the best lookalike to the most talented to next year's most hopeful. They loved it. We invited 60 people, 200 people showed up, and it was the biggest night for the bar in 3 years, including New Year's. So I knew at that point we wanted to do something and start partnering with organizations and making it a benefit.
So what I'm hearing is that you're successful, you're busy, yet you like to socialize, you like to have fun. I mean, look at that outfit. You like to have fun. I love that. I love it. And so you being a smart salesperson, let's just say it, you wouldn't be a top producer if you didn't think like a top producer. So top producers, what do? They come up with solutions. You came up with, how do I get together with my friends and maybe do something in the neighborhood? Doesn't hurt that you're a real estate guy too. I mean, let's put the cards out there on the table. However, what I'm learning from you now is the real estate seems to not be as much as the issue here as it was. You really wanted to spend time with your friends and you saw a need.
Yes, definitely a need. Baltimore is a city where it's definitely, we have our social issues within the city, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to kind of give back, help opportunities to bridge the gap between the underprivileged and then the privileged here. We have real estate for me was why I was successful is because it's about social engagements, and I'm really good at connecting with people, making people feel special, even little things, making sure you hit their birthday, not just a happy birthday on Facebook, but stop by and give them maybe little cupcakes with a balloon, just something small that, I thought about you, you're on my calendar. And it just separates yourself, handwritten cards to people. I mean, these are little moments that they will remember. And people talk about all the time things that I forgot that I even gave them that just was special to them. And they keep them and they remember them. So out of that spawn this, where it gets memorable. People remember this outfit. I go to the grocery store with this outfit. Trust me, everyone's like, Captain Charmaker. I was like, well, let me tell you about Captain Charmaker.
I love it. I love it. And so you got a few different, costumes. It looks like here. I mean, guys, he likes to have fun. I love it. So okay. So you've got the SocialYser, with the Y in there. So SocialYser, that you now, because of what's been happening with the events of May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, that you have said, okay, there's more than one way to do this. And you've been using social media and streaming media, and you've been having online stuff going on now, right?
Yeah, so because we couldn't do them obviously on locations anymore, we were doing a Queens of the Night masquerade at one of our top hotels here in Baltimore. We were producing it to support Aziza Peace that focuses on at-risk and underprivileged kids. They have like dance and fashion, and we were going to do a over the top with the medieval times. They were going to bring their queens out, and we have treasure hunt.
Really?
It can be, it was a masquerade, and that got shut down just before the coronavirus. That week is when we went on lockdown. So then my partners were like, well, let's take this online, and then it literally happened within 3 days. They had me up with other partners and doing it online, taking the themes online, creating partnerships. And so now this is a big component to us because people are familiar. It's every Saturday at 6 o'clock we go online. So it's now going to become part of our program. We're going to incorporate one live event and then one online event starting June, so that we can still carry that on. Some people that may not be able to get out will be able to experience it. And then the people that haven't met online, because we're getting a following and we're getting people that are becoming dedicated, they can now meet each other when we get out to the live events again. So, we'll carry this on. It wasn't in our repertoire, but now I'm used to it. I hated going on camera before, but now I'm kind of used to it. So
Yeah, and that happens, and many of our buddies that are here, many of our people, they would say, oh yeah, we understand that one. I get tricked into going on camera one way or another, and now I'm good with it because you get used to it. You got a bird around there, right? That
Yeah,
wants
it's
to
a
like
little
share some
away.
messages.
It just flew away. Yeah, so what they say, face your fears. Like you have fears of going on camera. Now I don't even think about it anymore because it's not about me. It's really about other people and carrying the message. So once you get over that, what you look like or what, how you feel in front of it, it's not about you being comfortable. It's about you creating the movement and creating the events as you want them to be received from the public. So ultimately, this is a community thing. This is about the partners supporting them, getting them recognized, because some people may not know about their organizations and what they do, and highlighting some of the kids that are in these organizations. And it's just now it's become fun for me. I mean, a lot of work. Don't
Oh
kid me
yeah.
about that. But at the end of the day, it does feel good when people feel like you are supporting them and that they have an opportunity to. So.
And you recently did an event where here you are, you were able to bring the if you will, items, the things that you were getting to be able to support our your police department, the first responders in your area. And you actually went with the pizza, right? That's the pizza company, or the restaurant, or tell that story. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so it was a weekend. We wanted to play a game, and so we thought we would play I Spy, the game I Spy a can of ham, and then somebody brings a can of ham, whatever it is, a chia pet. I Spy a chia pet, and they upload their photos in the contest, and that's still running on our website. So we did an I Spy pizza pie party with a local pizza place that does. They do Neapolitan pizzas, and they taught us the art of making their classic. They're Italian. They made their classic Italians and showed how to make it into brick oven pizzas, but they put kits together exclusively for us so people could go purchase the kits. We went on live with them. We made them at home. Everybody made their pizzas. And then at the end of the night, they had made all their pizzas online for the police station and went over and delivered it that night to the police station for us as a benefit. And it just turned out really nice. As you can see, the police officers really loved their pizzas, and we ate
Oh, yeah. They love their food. What do you mean? First responders always love the food and the goodies, guys. You can't go wrong with that. And so I love that. Thank you for doing that. Now, question. I'm sure a lot, because like with my nonprofit, we do a lot online, and we have people all over the world, actually, in different countries and states and such things like this. Now, you support your general area. Now, what if people want to get involved in the party situation? They want to do the I Spy situation. They want to like do the pizza pie thing. And then are you encouraging them to then deliver to their own police station? Or have you thought about that? Or how is that going?
Yeah, so that's kind of in the works in the background. We have our partners are looking to expand this. We've rebranded. We were originally called Explore Be More. I had a top branding company donate their time to rebrand us. And that's where we came up with SocialYser and rebranded in the last few weeks because we think that this is an opportunity for other cities. We want to be able to get in other cities and have that opportunity to carry this on. It's kind of a format that we're putting together. We're ironing out our details here with my team, kind of systematizing it, how to get the events in and how to carry it in, and what the format looks like. So we could probably within the next year or two, you may see us pop up in some other cities getting this going, but everybody's welcome to participate. Again, some of the prizes are universal. So if they want to get involved with our contests online, we mail things out as far as our contests and such. So we're looking for supporters all over the place that, donate to some of the organizations that we have here. We have those, some of them need games and prize, like games for their for their organization, for the people there, like puzzles and coloring books, so they can donate on our website from their wish list to get them something. So even though we focus on Baltimore right now, we just want to get the movement going here, which is taking off tremendously in the 4 weeks. We've grown over 500 people in like 4 weeks on our website, which is tremendous. And now we're about ready to go in overdrive with our marketing. So there's opportunities for people to get involved, and we like to hear from everybody. This is going to be a movement. You won't be hearing the last of us, and I'm sure we'll be popping up in other cities through the Keep Smiling movement as well.
So, you're supporting nonprofits. Are you a nonprofit too, or are you a for-profit with a cause, or how does that work?
So yes, we are not a nonprofit. We are a for-profit, and the way that it works is that all of our proceeds will be going directly to the organizations, and then the organizations, kind of a consultant for them to be a fundraiser for them, is how I've structured it now. I have thought about the idea of maybe becoming a nonprofit. I just, as you know, like the technicalities and all of that and how that irons out, because this happened very quickly. I just, for at the time being, everything's just going directly to the organizations.
Right, right. And you can always, yeah, you can always figure that out. And because this is, yeah, because this is just, it just has such a heart to it. And I want to commend you on this. And when you are doing something for the good, and I want to really throw this out there right now, and I'm just loving the comments that everybody is having on this. And yes, I agree with you, Spencer. Work it, work it. He is. And the idea that when there is the need, the teacher will come. When there is the need, they will come. Build it, they will come. Whatever, classic little saying you want to put. This is what I'm seeing in your situation. You had a desire to see your friends. You like to have fun. You realized in your community, because you're out there, that there is a need. So you put this all together in one melting pot and came up with, wow, we can do something that's fun and take care of needs at the same time. And this is what Service Heroes is all about, inspiring others with stories to share and say, wow, I love that, Ron. That is like really wonderful. You followed this. These were your dominoes that were in front of you. You did something. You stepped into it. You showed up, and look at how you are serving so many. When you were talking about the underprivileged kids, the kids at risk, tell us more about that. That seems to be, you mentioned that a few times before we went live. Tell us how that all started and where that hits in your heart.
So it kind of comes back to my story of being, when I was younger, I failed all through elementary school. They wanted to hold me back every year. And my mom was, she was a busy owner. She owned a local bar. And so I was falling behind. She didn't want to keep me back, and she wanted to keep me with my peers. And I just felt that I didn't have anything. So it wasn't until I got to sixth grade and I had a sixth grade art teacher that really became like a mentor to me. And from that point, I had made honor roll going forward. And that made me feel good that somebody saw something in me, where my fifth grade teacher would told me I was a nuisance. And I had, looked it up, and I was like a bird that couldn't fly. I was told that I had potential, great potential, but I didn't apply it. And I didn't understand what that meant. I was in fourth and fifth grade, and it wasn't until sixth grade with Mr. Zimmerman. And I want to be able to create that opportunity for somebody else, to be the inspiration for them, to say, sometimes it is difficult, but there is somebody out there that will help you. I haven't gotten to where I've gotten in my life without a number of people who have supported me, believed in me. I've got to put the work in at the same time. But the other point of it is that there are people out there that saw potential in me and pulling that out. And I wanted to create that for other kids in the inner city that may not think that that's there, but we have programs there for you. We do make mistakes, but we can actually learn from them at the same time and ask for help, and we can guide you in that. And so that's kind of my driving force. When people say that they can't do something, it's a decision that you make. You can either can't do it or you can do it, and it's up to you. Nobody else can make it. And I've been ups and downs in my life, but I've had incredible moments in my life. And when I look at it, it's because I made a decision. You have to make a sacrificing decision of what this looks like, what this vision is for you, and just go all in. I was, in high school, I had a track coach. I didn't even like track. I joined because my friends were on it. I wound up becoming a state champion. I was invited to nationals and the junior Olympic team. And it's because my coach, I liked him. I believed in him. I didn't like running, but he knew what I could do, and he would push me through it, and I would do it because I listened to him, because he had experience. He was well. So those are the kind of things that I want other, the organizations to to when they're reaching out to these kids. We support the Collington Club. These are young kids, elementary to middle school. It's an after-school program. They feed them. Some of them are without families. Many of them have lost their members that they know to gun violence. They're afraid of their neighborhoods. So we're trying to give them, an opportunity that they know that we're here to listen to what their dreams are. Let's help you figure out what your vision is, because you can't create a vision if you have no sight. You got to be able to see things of what you want and then apply that. That's what it is. That's how this came out. I see this every day, and it becomes more and more clear because I work on it every single day.
Exactly. And, and thank you, everybody that's commenting right now. I'm loving the comments. And we have people from all over checking in, and please continue to check in where you are and #live, #replay, and let us know what you think of this. I'd love to hear it, because I'm loving the idea of the dress-up parties. I'm loving the idea of the give back. I'm loving the idea of coordinating with the others like you have, and then the fact that you in this, that you're going into your neighborhood, and there's a place for so many to be able to serve. A lot of the impactors that end up coming to watch this show, what Ron is doing right now, and Andrea Adams-Miller, thank you again for nominating Ron as our service hero today, because we really do need to get these messages out there. I agree. Amazing job. Great ideas. Absolutely. Brittany Gregory is saying this weekend is Mother's Day pampering event. Right. So she must be with your group. We were going to talk about that. Mother's Day coming up Sunday. That's a tough one. There's a lot. I've been seeing a lot of the commercials. I myself am a mother. I'm a nana also. And so I've got a daughter that has her kids, and they're young enough they get to see her. But I'm seeing all these, commercials and just what's going on. And so many of the mothers, for whatever reason, because of social distancing, not all areas now have the same rules in place. Some are lessening. However, some, like my area, we are completely locked down still. So there's a lot of people that cannot connect with their moms. They cannot connect. There's a lot of moms that right now are having that, that empty, more than the emptiness feeling. It's the empty, there's a pandemic going on and I can't see them, or I can see them through a glass. I have one of our buddies that's here right now, and she went full garb to go see her daughter or grandkids through a glass, not being able to touch, but was thrilled to be able to do that. How are you going to be doing this? You figured something out. I want to hear what your magic is. Let's hear.
We're going to create a party for the mothers and all the women out there. It's about pampering yourselves this weekend. We're going to have beauty tips of like how to do at home, like with at home stuff, how to get yourself looking up. You got to go to the grocery store, doll up a little bit. We'll create little activities and such of how to care for yourself. We're also running a photo contest on the website for the kids photo contest to upload those for our beauty packages that we're going to be giving away. So upload the photos of your kids. This is actually something that can be done in any city. So if you want to look at our website, get your kid photos up there. We just put that up today. We're going to have the kid photos. That's a voting. You can share it with your friends and such on social media. The highest votes will get the prizes. But at the end of the day, we want to try to tie in with, we're going to have other mothers on with us, and we're just going to be doing beauty tips and hair tips and just how to, make yourself feel a little bit special. Right now, we are all, I know from the standpoint of being at home, we don't put too much time in ourselves because we're just going to work. We roll out of bed, we go to work, and sometimes like okay, should I take a shower now at 5 o'clock or like at 8 o'clock, or am I going to even get dressed today? So Saturday is about, hey, just stay in your nightgown or your robe, and we'll just put on the face mask, and we'll show you how to do like beauty tips at home with like some natural products and some of the other products that we have that are simple, quick tips. They don't have to be complicated, but it's just about being special. We also have a custom cocktail menu that we yeah, so we have a well-known chef here in Baltimore. She created a custom exclusive cocktail menu for us, and that's on our website as well. We have a naming contest for that. And if you just make a cocktail, we're going to have a party and just upload the photos with the kids. And then we're going to donate care packages back to a local hospital here in the maternity ward for the new mothers. And we're going to share their stories. And we're going to see if we can try to get in with them and share the new bundles of joys and just make it a happy day for everybody. I know the mothers are stressed working at home and the kids. And we just want to have a little party on Saturday night to pamper and feel beautiful.
And yeah, they're working from home and they're being the teacher and the principal and detention and the nurse and then bringing home the bacon and cooking it up too. And, yeah.
Yep. So take a photo of all,
what?
So take a photo of all of that chaos at home and put it in the photo contest, them spilling everything on the floor and them like not doing what they're supposed to do. That's the photo contest for you, because that's what we want to see. We want to see the reality of you moms at home with these kids. Put them on the photo contest, share it around, and let's get some votes out there. Because I saw the photo. Andrea sent me the photo the other day. The kid's like licking on the glass. I'm like, okay, so here we go. It's historical.
Dr. Jill Brisca, you got it. Oh, she's laughing, the attention. Love it. Yes, so true. So true. And like in my house, we know because a lot of families have had to, because of what's happened, they've had to pull back. And so we have 3 generations with me right now. And so, you talk about chaotic, you got the animals, you got the, all these 3 generations and school and this and that. And all it's like, craziness. Yet we keep talking about this, and this is what I love about what you're doing too, and that's why I wanted to bring this out, is that and this is genius with what you're doing, because there's different ways of looking at everything. You can look at it like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this is that, mess, and frustration. Or you can say, oh my goodness, picture moment. Let's take a picture, let's upload it, let's have some fun, let's win a prize, let's do this, let's and it's like shift it, flip it. Turn it upside down, turn that frown upside down and smile the day away, going back to the smiles movement. And I'm thinking, wow, brilliant, fun.
It's like, look at this lovely chaos I have going on over here. And it's just like, it's my little mini circus over here. You're welcome to join in. And it's fun, everybody has, high levels of stress, and it's just, we get through it together, but at the same time, you got to laugh at some of it. It's like when you stump your toe, you got to laugh, right? It's like, oh my God, I did it. So
I know you laugh while you cry. I'm good at that one. Okay. And then buddies, I feel your pain too, in regards to many of our mothers have passed and gained their wings. Some of them were buddies that gained their wings too. And so we can do a tribute in our closed group to our moms. Okay. How would you like that, everybody? I'd love to hear, because you know what, we're going to do some fun stuff, but I would love to be able to also have tribute so that you can share something special, and we can do that. Share the love, because we're the Love It movement, right? Okay. So let's see. Ron's Mother's Day pampering, set of 6. Here is the page. Oh, thank you, Sherry, one of our ambassadors. I just love our team. Wonderful people. They're buying into it too. They're helping. We've got Brittany here helping. We've got the team helping. It's so, isn't this what it's all about, Ron?
Yeah, you can't do this alone. I mean, this is bigger than myself. I'm just the spearhead of creating ideas. I come to them on Monday. I'm like, my brain was all over the place this weekend. This is what I came up with, and like, how are we going to do this? And so I always tell, don't leave me alone, because when you leave me alone for too long, my brain is going to go like this, and I'm going to create ideas. We did that this weekend. There was a wonderful thing going on around the neighborhood called Chalk It Up Sobo, where they had 50 chalks, sets of chalks that they gave away in the community, and people were doing chalk art, and it took off in the neighborhood. And I thought,
Oh,
well, that's fantastic.
fun.
I thought it was a fantastic idea. So I was like, well, I was looking online and I found doodle art, and I put Brittany out there. I said, Brittany, I want a doodle art contest. I want to get an artist. So we're organizing right now with the local art teachers. It just went into place today. We're going to create Baltimore themed doodle arts, and we're going to create like these doodle arts and blow them up 4 foot by 5 foot, put them in local restaurants and bars and hospitals for people to color them in. And then we'll do a gallery show with our organizations and have a party.
Okay, I did grab it because I figured there had to be something to it. Okay, so this is the doodle art kind of idea, and I loved it. I thought, hey, that's brilliant. I want to do the same thing. And these are great ideas, and you can incorporate different things. So, you know, especially you think about this, guys, you've got a lot of art students. You've got a lot of, you know, people that right now that are, they're looking for opportunities. They're looking to be quote unquote an intern. Those opportunities right now are non-existent because of, again, social isolation for many areas. And so to be able to put it up, I was a recruiter for years and years and years, 18. And so for these students or these up and coming artists and these different people to be able to have something on their resume that they were able to contribute. It looks good for hiring practices, wink, wink, and they get to be the winner of a program or that they entered. You never know also if they don't win, but someone sees their art. It's pretty crazy what can happen when you really are in it for the right intention. And so I knew there had to be a story that I was going to love. I love it even more than I thought I was going to. That is brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah. I have an art background. I got a bachelor's of fine arts. I went to Cooper Union in New York, and that's what's beautiful about this movement for me. It allows me to get back to my creativity that real estate doesn't offer me. You know, real estate. What's great about real estate is it allows me my relationships that I enjoy building. But then this allows me to take my relationship building into the creative zone and make it. We always say we bring the razzle dazzle. Let's be a little bit different out of the box. You know. If you just shine in your own way. There's nobody else doing something like this right now, and it all spearheaded from a group of friends. We would dress up in July and just get dressed up just because we wanted to, like in costumes, and walk down the street because we were in the mood. This is going to be our inside theme, and say, I've just created it for everybody else to participate in. We'll just feel a little bit different and just try to be unique. Be yourself, be original, and I love the doodle contest because it allows people to feel like that they're not only the artist creative, but then the people can help participate in the coloring of it, that they feel like that they have an extension of that. And then when we go to display it, it's a community art project.
I love this. I love it. And then, okay, tag 5 friends you will see and hug first after the social distancing ban. Okay, so you are, You Were Missed campaign. Talk about what is You Were Missed campaign?
You Were Missed. I was a big hugger. I hug everybody, and I'm just all about sharing love and making people feel special. And so with the social distancing, we don't even get to see our friends. And who are those 5 people that you just, when you get out of here, when they say that we can go out, who are we going to be the ones that give our big hugs to? Even at this time, we're not supposed to hug our parents and not hug ourselves. And I don't. I go over my mom's, I see her twice a week, but just because, she's older, she's almost 80 years old. And if I had given her something, I don't know that she would pull through it. So, it's we have flipped the world upside down at this point. It's a totally different normal for us, but it was just an extension of who are those people that you missed that you can't wait to get out there to touch base with.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And Skip is saying you must wake up in the middle of the night with creative PR ideas. Ron, because you have like amazing fun stuff that you are doing. No wonder it's taking off so fast because everybody wants to have fun, and right now more than ever, that's why I'm creating these shows right now. And and when I found out about you, I was like, oh, that's why even on the little post that I did, I put the Cinco de Mayo thing on. And if I would have had props, I would have had them on, where I would have done the whole Cinco de Mayo kind of thing, which I don't. So guys, just pretend like I do. And good job. And so anyway, because this is the kind of guy that is like, okay, yeah, Cinco de Mayo, fun, fun, fun. Mother's Day, fun, 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 and the give back. And I love who you pick for your give backs because you, in that you have you kind of like your main go to that you really want to partner with, and you are going to long term work with the inner city kids, helping them. The mentorship makes total sense. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your story because I know that some of our listening audience and some of the buddies that are here right now are saying, "Wow, really, Ron? I peeked into that story. You had this happen, and someone, a teacher. It can be a teacher. It can be a mentor. It can be a neighbor. It can be, you
Your
know,
aunt.
yeah, someone that cares." Shows up, and not only were you were hearing words that were so completely inappropriate, you were being pigeonholed, you were put in the corner, you were being like driven one particular way that in less than a year, in just having the right person that believes in you, you end up being on honor roll, and now you're a top performer, and you are creating such a huge give back that this Mother's Day, you've not only inspired what you're doing locally, you've inspired our buddies right now to have some programs that we saw it happen publicly right here. We're going to be honoring the mothers that have passed, and we're going to do some fun stuff in our group. That is inspirational. That is what a true service hero is. And look what you're doing just by showing up in your captain's uniform. That's huge.
Thank you.
How does
I
it
don't
feel?
I don't do it for the recognition. Sometimes I think that I'm too much for people and too crazy, but I at the same time I feel it's right. I just feel that it's right. I don't know where I'll go with this other than just I will be truthful to helping those that need help and trying to create opportunities and make it unique experiences that if you're going to be around me, you know that all I'm going to be doing is sharing love, and I want the best for you, and that I'm reachable. And so, if you ever need help, we're here to help you, and be a part of the fun, be a part of this with us.
I love it. Okay, I have a volume check situation that I need. That's one of the reasons I love my team also. So, okay, I am enunciating a little bit more. Please give me a thumbs up, or if I need to be doing something else, because my volume is up as far as I can make it right now, Skip. So please let me know. Any of those that are here could not hear you at all, cannot hear you at all. Okay, let me check and see what's going on.
Yeah, I know it went down a few levels on our interaction for a little bit of time there too, and it's still been down, but I can hear you.
Okay, I am not muted. Everything is green light. It's a ringing noise. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, it's a ringing noise on mine too.
Let me see if that does it. Uh, I don't have anything else that could be ringing. Guys, if it's bad enough, we may have to start over again. It may be something having to do with the connection. We've been dealing with that lately. Give me a sound check, please, and let us know. Because let's have you continue talking, though. Ron, because it's really all about you. Let me
Okay.
ask you a question. It's not that important if they hear me. I'll be quiet.
Can
What
they hear me? Is that a question? Can you guys hear me out there?
I believe they because they're not they're saying on Tam, so that would be me. So I
You
believe.
guys can chime in, and can you hear Captain Charmaker out there? Let us know. We'll continue on my end.
All
I don't
right.
know that they can hear. Let me see. Can you?
Yeah, they'll. There's always a delay for us,
Okay.
so they'll be answering in just a moment. Um, Let me just double check it here. All right, this is what's called streaming media
We
live.
have our own hiccups on ours every week, which is part of the. You just have to do as best as you can with this.
Okay,
I don't think the systems were built very well for these online things just yet, and we spearheaded that into the technical world. Like now that we're online for these long-term interviews.
it's fine.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so then Sherry McQueen said that she can hear me. So
Yeah.
great, yeah, guys. Again, you're welcome to join in our party. Take a look at our contest. Get involved. Like we have some prizes out there that if you're in other states, we'd be happy to share those with you. Get your photos of your kids up with us. Um, we have also a music video that we're in the production of doing here in Baltimore. We have an international songwriter, Shelby Blondell, who's from here. She's going to be doing a song for our SocialYser group. It's a song about hope, inspiration, and change. And we are going to create. She's going to create the song. We're going to do a music video. We're going to do live. We're having people send us their videos now so that we can do a live audition on May 25th, I believe it is, or May 24th, 23rd, that weekend. Um, so we're going to do a song and then we're going to turn it into a dance-a-thon. So you guys check in with us because we're going to, in July, we're going to release the song and the music video. All the talent, we're going to have magicians and I want baton throwers. I want acrobats. I want all the people with talent in Baltimore to come out. We come from a talented city. We have Maryland Institute College of Art. I think it's like one of the top 5 in the country. We have Johns Hopkins Music School, which is like one of the top in the country. So we have a lot of artists here, and I want to highlight that with some of the organizations and their kids. We want to get dancers and we're going to go into the city and use the magician to make the city pretty and brighten it up where there's some areas of distress, and we're going to turn the streets beautiful. We're going to take the street back and share a story of hope for these kids. And then we'll do a dance-a-thon. I want to try to find an online DJ. So if any of you guys have an online DJ out there, let us know. We want to have an online DJ that wants to partner with us to turn it into a benefit as we unveil our new song. So that's in the works. We have a plethora of production going on here.
Okay, you can hear me if nothing else, and I'm asking them to ask questions of you. What? Okay, so Helene is asking, what kind of songs do you listen to? She would like to know.
So ironically enough, I actually worked in the entertainment industry for many years. I worked with A-list celebrities at icons, been around for 30 years. Let's just say that. So I find music that's inspirational to listen to. I don't listen to much TV or I don't watch TV at all. I'm more of a book reader and I don't listen to the radio. So things that inspire me are things that have messages in them. Man in the Mirror is one of my favorite songs by Michael Jackson. I think it touches home for me. It speaks my story. Another song, I like Whitney Houston and her music. That is, just the songbird of that. When I think about things that inspire me, like the Patch Adams or the Billy Elliot, or music from Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. When you sing about people that feel left out and how do you turn that into a beautiful story. Janet Jackson also wrote the song Together Again, which is an upbeat dance song. Everybody thinks about it, but behind the scenes, the song was written about her good friend who died of AIDS, and nobody knows about that. And because it doesn't come across in the music, but if you know why it's written, those kinds of songs. So when I listen to music that's powerful, I listen to it over and over again, and I can never get enough of it. So I listen to the same things. That's what I listen to.
Okay, I am going to. There's no more questions right now. Oh wait, okay. Great movie. Do you have any other? things that you would like to share right now that are coming up in the future that you want to like give a foreshadow, put that intention out there, whatever it may be. And I will take myself off again so we don't have the noise.
Yeah. So we I'm part of the Keep Smiling movement as a brand ambassador here in Baltimore. The book is going into production now. National Smiling Week is May 25th through May 30th. Andrea and I, we're going to be working on that with their team. All the authors, I think we're up to 100 authors now that have created books with them. We are going to be doing a national campaign for that. So get involved. That Saturday on 6 o'clock on my feed. We're in production, but we're going to be holding a party with the Keep Smiling authors here. Up here we got the Keep Smiling book. So we're going to be holding a party on that weekend, Saturday. I think it's the 30th or 31st. We're doing interviews, so that's going to be coming up. We have the dance-a-thon. We have the doodle project that's coming on. So you'll follow us on Facebook. Most of our stuff goes through Facebook as well. SocialYser on Facebook. We have all of our events on there. We host them on our Facebook Live at 6 o'clock on Saturday nights, and then our website to stay in tune of new activities that are coming on. Sign up for our newsletters to hear about things as they're coming on. We're developing more and more. We spent a lot of time getting caught up, getting the website going and getting our systems in place so that now that we can go full steam ahead and try to produce some more events and activities for people to get involved. And, we'd love to hear from you. We want to, we're here to support you guys. And again, if you think your city is a city that wants us to come to, we have our eyes on expanding. So give us a shout. We would love to come see you and, bring this over to you guys and share a little bit of love across the country.
I love it. Maybe we'll have to have you into the closed group too and do something fun with you because we do our stuff online. We support people throughout the United States and the world, and they're absolutely loving you. So let's see.
Yeah.
What?
So you want the website? Yeah, the website is SocialYser.com. It's SOCIAL, social, Y, because of what we do, the letter Y, SER. SocialYser.com is where you can find us. SocialYser on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We're on Twitter. So, reach out. We're very grateful for people. We hope that everybody enjoys our activities. Just to be a little zany, a little fun, put a little razzle dazzle in your life, and be a little bit different. Step out of the boundary to why do we want to be in a box when we can be in the ball, right?
Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you to just leave a message with everybody, like words of wisdom, a nugget, something that you want to say, either as an ambassador for Smiles, the Smiles movement, or for what it is that you're doing with helping with the nonprofits, or with the inner city children, whatever you want to do. Yeah. I'm going to take myself down from the line and let you have a few moments with everybody, okay?
Yeah, and if you could just put the website up there spelled correctly, it's SocialYser, just so that they can see it, SocialYser. So yeah, just guys, always believe in yourself, even through the strength and the hope that you can give yourself. Sometimes it seems difficult and there's nothing else, and I've been there. I suffered major depression years ago, and I had no sense of hope, and I was at the top of my game. And it was because I had to step back and reassess why I do what I do. That was a true question for myself this year. And I say, why do we do what we do? We do this so we can help others. You can get your strength through others, even when you think that you can't do this, because if you're able to extend yourself and put a smile on somebody else, the way to touch somebody's heart is through a smile. It's the easiest way to get there. It's the easiest way to feel authentic, and it's the easiest way to make somebody to feel special and feel like that they too belong and that they too are special. So I always say the Keep Smiling movement is the reason that I joined with them, and why we partnered is because I truly believe in the mission worldwide, is that if we keep smiling, we can make a difference. If we keep smiling, we can bring hope. And if we keep smiling, we can send a message that together we can help one another, even through when times are difficult, because when things are difficult and somebody smiles and says, you'll be okay, you trust them. And with that, I would just say, keep smiling, get in contact with us. We'd love to hear from you. We want to reach out and help as many people as we can, give the opportunity to the next generation, give the kids a sense of to live their dreams, that they too, if you have a vision You cannot create a life without a vision that you want to live. If you want to be a doctor, there's a path to get there. If you want to be an astronaut, there's a way to get there. And for that, you first have to see where you are. You can't get to the moon if you don't see yourself on the moon. So therefore, start with where you want to be, what you want, and then break it down. As we have Brittany every day, what are my tasks every day to get me to where I need to be? And Brittany is my organizer. You guys see her in the chat. How do we get there, Brittany? This is where I want to be. And then we just bullet point it down into tasks and who we have to contact and how we do it. And you can put anything into place, whether it's achieving a class online that you want to do, or whether it's an achievement of, putting your own cookbook together. Just break it task by task. Sometimes it seems overwhelming because there's 10,000 things, but if you break it down to 100 a month, you'll get to it over the course of so many months. And that's how I look at things. I break it down from the big into small chunks. And that's how we get things done and make change for people, for ourselves, and guide this forward.
Awesome. I'm going to try to, I'm going to do what I can right now with what is happening with the technical issues. I want to say thank you everyone for being here and hanging out with us. We do have Andrea who did nominate you. We love you. Ronald. Yes, yes. Keep smiling movement. Absolutely. 100%. And total disclosure, uh and Andrea is a supporter of this show. She is also helping us with what it is that we are doing, and we so appreciate you. And so, as we close today, Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, 2020, the Service Hero Show, 365 Days of Awesome, celebrate success with service. Ron Monk Jr., you are a service hero. We have definitely found that to be true. You are absolutely out there serving, inspiring, helping, encouraging, mentoring, all of the above, and so much more for those in their inner city youth, the mothers, the police, the so many people. And I know you're just starting. You are going to be helping so many in your neighborhood and throughout the world. I have no doubt at some point in time you're involved with the Keep Smiling movement, and they are international now. So, being a part of this, you are going to be absolutely touching people throughout the world as a service hero. So, I want to say congratulations and thank you for serving.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Now, everybody, if you can hear me, we are having our chat tonight. It is Travel Tuesday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. We have a guest coming on. It's going to be fun. Join us in the chat. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.